There aren't that many decent instruction videos online for the Blastmate III, so I'll show you what I do know. This is the machine. You might be familiar with it. On the front, there's some ports for the geophone here, auxiliary power, this is to charge it, and a microphone if you have the microphone. I only have a geophone. It looks like this and has a through hole, so if you need to bolt it to couple it, you could have a bolt that sticks up through here and you could tighten it. That way it couples to the rock or whatever you're measuring. And there's also spikes that screw into the bottom that you could use it to couple into the soil. Turn it on. You just press this run on button. Cycles through. And in general, normally you get it set up before time, and then you can just hit this start monitoring. We can go to record mode, press that. This is continuous, so once you hit record, it just is always listening. If you press the down button, manual, you can manually trigger it to record. Histogram is for monitoring for a long period of time, like all day. That's sort of the histogram combo. And then single shot just record, it's like an automatic record, but it only records once and then stops recording. So I'm going to use continuous record time. This is when it stops recording, so you can do fixed or auto. I'm going to do fixed. If I hit enter, it's going to ask how long do I want to record after a blast is detected. Right now I have it set to 2 seconds. I could move back and forth to change it to 3 seconds or 1 second. Hit enter to commit. This tells me how full my battery is, empty to full. This is the memory, empty to full. Trigger, if I hit source, this tells me that right now the only source that it'll record is from the geophone. I could do the geophone in the mic, I could do just the mic. I'm just doing the geophone because it's the only thing hooked up. Hit enter to commit to that. And then the level is the sensitivity, essentially. So you have to sort of figure out what sensitivity you want for this. I'm going to leave mine at 0.04. It's fairly sensitive. Commit to that. Setups for the printer. A lot of these are self-explanatory. You press through it. You can print only when requested. You can print after each event. So it depends on how often you want to print. I'm going to leave mine on request only because I might have false triggers or something from maybe a car driving by. Number of copies is just how much you get from the printout. And then these are just a bunch of different options on the printout. We're not going to worry about any of those right now. Notes, you can add specific notes. They have a bunch of lines for notes. Time of day, you can get that set up, so that's what's clicking here. And that's pretty much it. I have one event that I recorded recently, but just to give you an idea how this works, I'm going to hit start monitoring. It's going to run through a system check here. Okay, it says system monitoring. So now if I tap right next to this thing, recorded that vibration, and it gave us an output 0.11 inches per second. So I could see if it'll tap it a little tighter, lighter tap. So I'm tapping that, it doesn't catch that. Harder. .04, so I just barely hit the threshold tapping it on this countertop. Once you're done with your, so it'll record. So that was 2 events it recorded. I'm going to give 1 big hit and then keep pounding it. So that was recorded 2 events. Remember, it's set to record for 2 seconds total, so it could have been a longer record interval. All right, let's hit cancel. That's going to stop recording. And then I'm going to tear off this old one so you can, this is a little tear bar on the printer. You can put it right there to hold it so that when you tear the paper, it tears cleanly. That could have tore cleaner. Oh, I messed that one up. Let's see if I can get a paper feed here. Come on, get out of there. Get out of there. Come on. It's the value of making it feed cleanly through there. Let's see if I can use this tool to get this out of here. I'm trying to do this all in one take, so, you know. Oh, man, okay, so let's print the last event. So if I hit print, I hit list, and I can view the events stored. I have 10 stored currently. I can actually see the data from each of those. Hit cancel. What if I hit print? Print last event, so it's just going to print the very last one. I want to do actually number 9. So I'm going to change that. Let's see, can I go down? Print selected event. What if I go the other direction? And then I get a printout. So you have all your data pieces. You get your PPV, time, acceleration, peak displacements, and then you get a little plot here and your current stuff. The last thing I want to share is how to change the battery. It's not intuitive. So first we'll turn everything off. I think you have to sort of press this twice. Or I don't know how to turn it off sometimes. Okay, whatever. Anyways, to change the batteries, there are a bunch of hidden clips that look like this. There's one here, one back here, one back here, one here, one here, one here. If you undo these 2 clips and these 2 clips, you can sort of remove the whole thing without worrying about that. You don't have to like peel anything up here. You don't have to unscrew anything here. These mounting ports are fixed. So let's see if we can actually see where the clips are. You can open up the printer bay. And I actually already took one out, but if you looked right here next to this capacitor, like right in this area, would be a clip. So you could pop that with your finger. And then same, there'd be another clip back in there. And if I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. You can't see it. But anyways, I've had the most success sort of wiggling my hand back in there. It's very tricky. Pulling that clip up. Let's see if I can get it a little bit. No, it's very hard. It's very frustrating too. But anyways, those are the clips that you remove, and this whole thing comes out, and then the battery compartment is under here to switch out the battery, and that's it.